friends. Up to last session, we have seen the extreme values and extreme values with respect to the constraint or subject to the condition. Now, in today's session, we are going to start with one another application such as the tangent plane and normal line and the Jacobians, which we are going to check out in today's session. Okay. So first we are going to check the tangent plane and normal line, and secondly we are going to check the Jacobians. Okay. Now first of all, if P is any point on a surface f of x comma y comma z is equal to C, and let Q be any another point on it, then any curve is taken on the surface joining the points P and the Q, and we are applying that Q is tending to P. Okay, then whatever the chord you have, that is going to be whatever the chord you have at that, if you are going to draw a straight line, definite straight line, then the straight line is called the tangent line at a point P. Okay, the line joining the chord P and Q, and if you are tending Q tends to P, then whatever the line you have, that line is called a tangent line. Okay, now tangent plane and the normal line. Now see, in a 3 dimension, we are going to draw. So now this is the one line. Same manner, if you are taking Q in another direction, then you have another line. Same manner, you have infinitely many lines, and all the lines lies in one plane. Whatever the plane we have, that is a tangent plane at a point in a 3 dimension. Okay. Now since the different curves can be obtained by joining the point P and Q, so different tangents will be obtained, and as we have seen that for different tangents we have a one single plane which is passing through all of them, then this plane is called a tangent plane at a point P. Now if you are going to draw the perpendicular to the tangent plane at a point P, then that perpendicular line is called a normal line at a point capital P. Equation of a tangent plane and the normal line is given by the equation of a tangent plane at any point P, x0, y0, z0 to the surface f of x comma y comma z is equal to 0 or constant is given by x minus x0 into fx at a point x0, y0, z0 plus y minus y0 into fy at a point x0, y0, z0 plus z minus z0 into fz at a point x0, y0, z0 is equal to 0. This is the equation of a plane, and the equation of a normal line is given by x minus x0 divided by fx at a point x0, y0, z0 is equal to y minus y0 divided by fy at a point x0, y0, z0 plus z minus z0 divided by fz at a point x0, y0, z0. Now starting with the example, find the equation of a tangent plane and the normal line to the surface x comma y comma z, x into y into z is equal to 6 at a point 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now first take f of x comma y comma z is equal to xyz minus 6. So fx, that means derivative with respect to x, that will be a yz, and fx at a point 1 comma 2 comma 3, that will be a 6. Same manner fy, that will be a xz, and fy at a point 1 comma 2 comma 3, that will be a 3, and fz, that will be a xy, and f of z at a point 1 comma 2 comma 3 has a value 2. So the equation of a tangent plane to the point P is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 is x minus x0 into fx at a point 1 2 3, same manner y minus y0 into fy at a point 1 2 3 plus z minus z0 into fz at a point 1 2 3. So x0, y0, z0 is nothing but it is 1, 2, 3. So put the values of x, y, z, sorry, x0, y0, z0 and fx, fy, fz. That will give x minus 1 into 6 plus y minus 2 into 3 plus z minus 3 into 2 is equal to 0. Simplifying this one, that will give you the equation 6x plus 3y plus 2z is equal to 18. And the equation of a normal line is given by x minus x0 upon fx at a point 1, 2, 3 is equal to y minus y0 at a y minus y0 upon fy at a point 1, 2, 3 is equal to z minus z0 upon fz at a point 1, 2, 3. So x0, y0, z0 is 1, 2 and 3. Divide and putting the value of fx, fy and fz, that will give x minus 1 upon 6 is equal to y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to z minus 3 upon 2. This is the equation of a normal line. Same manner we are going with one another example. Show that the surface is z is equal to xy minus 2 and x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 3 have a same tangent at a point 1, 1, minus 1. So f of xyz is xy minus z minus 2 and that will give fx that is equal to y, derivative with respect to x is y. So that will give you fx at a point 1, 1, minus 1, that will be a 1. Same manner fy is a derivative with respect to y, that has a value x, and therefore fy at a point 1, 1, minus 1, that will have a value 1. Same manner fz, so fz has a value minus 1, and if you are going to put the value of fz 1, 1, minus 1, then also it is remaining minus 1. So the equation of a tangent plane at a point p 1, 1, minus 1, that will be x minus x0 into fx plus y minus y0 into fy plus z minus z0 into fz, and put the values of x0, y0, z0 and fx, fy, fz. So that will give x minus 1 into 1 plus y minus 1 into 1 plus z plus 1 into minus 1, and that will give x plus y minus z is equal to 3. Okay. So this is the equation of a tangent plane. Same manner, thus for second surface, let f is equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus 3. So fx will be 2x, and if you are going to put the point 1, 1, minus 1, then you will have value fx has a value 2. Same manner fy has a value 2y, and if you are going to substitute the point, then we will have fy as a point 2. Same manner fz has a value 2z, and if you are going to point 1, 1, minus 1, then fz has a value minus 2. And if we are going to find that equation of a tangent plane, then the equation will be x minus x0 into fx plus y minus y0 into fy plus z minus z0 into fz. So that will be x minus 1 into 2 plus y minus 1 into 2 plus z plus 1 into minus 2. So that simplifying this one will give you the answer x plus y minus z is equal to 3. That means both the surfaces z is equal to xy minus 2 and x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 3 have a same tangent at a point 1, 1, minus 1. Now we are going on to the Jacobians. If u and v are continuous and differentiable functions of two variables x and y, two independent variable x and y, then that means u is equal to function of xy and v is a function of xy. They are different functions of x and y. Then the determinant del u by del x, del u by del y, del v by del x, del v by del y. Here you can write down row wise or column wise, is called a Jacobian. This determinant is called a Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y, and it is denoted by capital J or del of u comma v divided by del of x comma y. Same manner, suppose u comma v comma w, that means u, v and w are the functions of x, y and z. That means u is a function of x, y, z, v is another function of x, y, z, and w is another function of x, y, z. Then the determinant del u by del x, first row is del u by del x, del u by del y, del u by del z. Second row is del v by del x, del v by del y, del v by del z. and third row is del w by del x, del w by del y, del w by del z. Then this determinant is called Jacobian of the variables x, u, v and w with respect to x, y and z, which is denoted by capital J or del of x, u, v, w divided by del of x, y, z. Now, the properties of Jacobian. The first property, if u and v are functions of x and y, then j into z dash is equal to 1, where j is Jacobian of uv with respect to xy, that means del of uv upon del of xy, and z dash will be Jacobian of xy with respect to uv. That means if you are taking a Jacobian of variable uv with respect to xy and z dash is Jacobian of xy with respect to uv, then the multiplication of them that will be at 1. And second one is a chain rule for a Jacobian. If u and v are the functions of r and s, and r and s are the functions of x and y, then the Jacobian of uv with respect to xy is given by Jacobian of uv with respect to rs into Jacobian of rs with respect to xy. Now we are going on to the example. If x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, then find Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta and Jacobian of r theta with respect to xy. That means find j and z dash. Here j is equal to del x comma y divided by del r comma theta. That means Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta is nothing but determinant of first row is del x by del r, del x by del theta. Second row is del y by del r, del y by del theta. Now x is a derivative with respect to r cos theta and x is a derivative with respect to theta is minus sin theta. So you will have minus r sin theta. Same manner derivative of y with respect to r is sin theta and derivative of y with respect to theta is r cos theta. And if you are going to cross multiply and simplify the determinant, then that will give you r cos square theta minus minus plus r sin square theta, r common out, and sin square plus cos square theta will be 1. So the Jacobian j has a value r. Same manner for finding the Jacobian of r theta with respect to xy, first you have to find out r and theta in a form of x and y. So from x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, first we are going to find out the r. That means we are going to eliminate theta. And if you have to eliminate theta, then you have to use the identity cos square plus sin square as a value 1. So r square will be x square plus y square, and that will give r is equal to under root of y by under root of x square plus y square. Same manner for theta you have to eliminate r, so that for that we are going to take y by x, so r sin theta upon r cos theta, r will be cancelled out, and that will give you tan theta is equal to y by x. So theta will be tan inverse of y by x. Now del r by del x, that means derivative of root, that will be a 1 by 2 into x square plus y square raised to minus 1 by 2 into derivative of x square plus y square, that is 2x. That means it is x upon under root of x square plus y square, and that is nothing but x upon r. Same manner del r by del y will be a y upon r, and del theta by del x, derivative of tan inverse, that will be a 1 upon 1 plus x square, that means 1 upon 1 plus y square upon x square into derivative of y by x with respect to x, that will be a minus y upon x square. So in denominator take LCM and simplify, so x square will be cancelled out, and you will have minus y upon x square plus y square. That means you have minus y upon r square. Same manner del theta by del y, so tan inverse has a derivative 1 upon 1 plus y square upon x square into derivative of y by x with respect to y, that is 1 upon x. And if you are going to simplify it, then it will be x upon x square plus y square. So that will give you the final answer x upon r square. So j dash, that means Jacobian of r theta with respect to xy, del of r theta divided by del of x comma y, that is nothing but determinant of first row del r by del x, del r by del y. Second row is del theta by del x, del theta by del y. and putting the values. So you will have x by r, y by r first row, and minus y by r square, x by r square second row. Cross multiply and simplify. So that will give x square upon r cube minus minus plus y square upon r cube. So that will give x square plus y square upon r cube. That means r square upon r cube is 1 by r. And that proves your first property. Second property, j into j dash is equal to 1. One another example we are going to take is, if u is equal to x square minus y square and v is equal to 2xy, where x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, then find del uv with respect to del r theta. So see here what you have is u and v are functions of x and y, and x and y are functions of r and theta. So we are going to apply the chain rule. So Jacobian of uv with respect to r theta is Jacobian of uv with respect to r xy into Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta. So first Jacobian of uv, that means del of u comma v with respect to del of x comma y. That means it is nothing but determinant of first row del u by del x, del u by del y, second row del v by del x, del v by del y. So del u by del x has a value 2x, del u by del x, del u by del y has a value 2 minus 2y. Del v by del x has a value 2y and del v by del y has a value 2x. Cross multiply and simplify, that will give 4x square plus 4y square, 4 common out, and that will give 4r square. Same manner, now del Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta, that means del of x comma y upon del of r comma theta, is nothing but it is a determinant mode of same manner, del of xy, Jacobian of xy with respect to r theta, that means del of xy, x comma y upon del of r comma theta is equal to determinant of first row del x by del r, del x by del theta, second row del y by del r, del y by del theta. And if you are going to put the values of all derivatives, then you will have first row cos theta minus r sin theta, second row sin theta r cos theta, cross multiply and simplify, that will give you the value r. So your Jacobian del of u comma v upon del of r comma theta will be nothing but del of u comma v upon del of xy into del of xy upon del of r theta. First Jacobian has a value 4r square, second Jacobian has a value r. So that will give you the answer 4r cube. So these are the topics which we have covered today. If you have any query or any doubt regarding this topic, then please feel free to contact me. Thank you.